What up?
How's it going? How's it going?
I am Kyle Patrick O'Brien, CEO of Small Town Story LLC, and lead singer and rhythm guitar player.
Now that we know that, let's get into some questions.
Oh yeah.
First and most importantly, are you single?
As a Pringle, baby.
For all those ladies that are wondering if maybe they can be, the Mrs. O'Brien, I will ask you, blonde or brunette?
In the famous words of Jim Halpert, redhead. Oh, just kidding. He was asked redhead or brunette. Said blonde. Fucked it up. Start over. Rapid fire. Here we go.
Which song are you most looking forward to performing live?
Selena. That driving beat, that, up-tempo, fun song will be a jam, a bop, you could say.
What is your dream venue?
Dream venue. So, dreaming big, I suppose. Red Rocks. That would be wild.
What would be your, like the band you'd want to open for you then at Red Rocks?
Well, as long as we're dreaming, I suppose, Mumford & Son goes first. They play like a 30-minute set. The Eagles are the first real opening act, and then we come on to close out the show after that.
What is your favorite line from the EP?
I'm gonna say it's from Only Me. The shadows dancing on the wall in my only company. It's just a very real moment for me in that song.
All right, which artist inspires you the most?
I guess as far as the band is considered, Small Town Story, I would say the Wild Feathers are my biggest influence. But I think personally when I'm listening to music or thinking about stuff, I think about Chris Stapleton and the way he writes songs a lot.
What is your favorite song off the EP?
Fires 1918, because it's a true story that I've been hearing from my grandpa my entire childhood. I've heard it probably 1,000 times. So it's really cool to be able to write that song and have it be on the EP.
And the last rapid fire question, which this has gone on for a really long time. What would you be doing if you weren't pursuing music?
If I weren't pursuing music, I would be teaching social studies and coaching football somewhere. And if I wasn't doing that, I'd be announcing Twins games. Yeah, give me a scenario. What's happening, What's the
Bottom
count?
of the ninth.
Bottom of the ninth, okay.
Bases are loaded.
Bases are loaded.
Full count.
Full count. Who's on the mound?
Johan Santana.
Who's hitting?
Babe Ruth.
All right, here we go. For those of you just joining us here at the game today, it is the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, 3-2 count. Babe Ruth is up to hit. Johan Santana is on the mound. Santana sets, winds up, and the pitch. Ruth smacks it to right field. It's going back, it's gone! He wins the game with a walk-off homer. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen?
What was the most rewarding part about working on this project for you personally?
I don't think it was until the very end, after it finally got put on all the streaming services and was out there. Not because, not to be vain, I guess, but more because it was accomplished and it was done and we could say that we did it.
For those who don't know, what was the fire of 1918?
All right, so the fires of 1918 happened in northern Minnesota. My great-grandparents lived in a little town of Kettle River at the time, and it was started by a train that came through town and sparked a bunch of really dry grassland that went up and took over the northern part of Minnesota for a day or so until they were able to put it out.
What was it like working with Kenny Schick?
Working with Kenny was an unbelievable experience. I love that we just happened to meet him one night at the Bowery Vault there for an open mic, and I think my favorite part about working with him was when he came up with the slide part for Fires 1918. You walked in and played an idea of what we were trying to do, and when he got it back to us and we heard it, it was perfect and it was exactly what we wanted, and that's just kind of how the whole experience with him felt.
Last question for you, Kyle. Only Me is a song that is both very dark and very hopeful. How do you find the right balance in the songs you write?
I'm not very conscious of it when I'm writing. Specifically for Only Me, it was very directly related to how I was feeling and how I felt how I thought life was treating me at the moment. And so the hopefulness that came out in there was, very subconscious, I guess, if there is any in the song.
So you can maybe say a deep, dark part of you is hopeful.
Maybe, I guess, yeah, underneath it all.
Yeah.
Way down in there.
Well, we'll reel that guy out every once in a while.
And even though the flames are long gone, the lives of the lost carry on. In the memories of the people who are singing